So I actually had a guest that was so grateful that she FedEx expressed me a bottle of Chanel. You see that? It came in this little cute box too, a bag, the bag. And I'm like, thanks, but really? I didn't really do anything for you. Hi guys, it's Bria and welcome to my channel. So I am exhausted. I have been filming this video. This is supposed to be a short video for like 2 weeks. I've been trying to get this video out. And it's just not been, it's not been easy for whatever reason. But anyway, this video is going to be about, as you've already read, of course, it's going to be about my experience using Italki and finding a teacher, a new teacher on Italki. So a little bit of background. I started wanting to learn Korean like 2017-ish. I remember like watching Korean dramas on Netflix, just like finding a Korean drama, falling in love with it, and like thinking, oh, wouldn't it be great to watch this without having to look at the screen all of the time to read the subtitles? Yes, that would be great. But I couldn't speak Korean, so I couldn't understand what they were saying. So I had to watch it and read all the subtitles. But I thought, why not just learn Korean? Like, I love the drama. I want to watch more. I started watching more. So I thought, why not learn Korean? But in my head, I was thinking that's not a good enough reason. Like, that's not a good enough motivation. That's not a big enough reason to learn the language. And so I kind of just left it alone. But of course, I started becoming more interested in Korean music. Yes, K-pop, Korean music, more dramas, more movies, some aspects of the culture. And I then convinced myself that, like, there's no negative, there's no, like, con to learning a language. It opens doors. You know, you can connect with more people. Like, why not? And so fast forward, you know, to 2020, and I waffled. Like, between 2017-ish to 2020, I just waffled. I was on and off, doing self-study using Talk to Me in Korean books and their website. I think their website is bomb. I remember what it used to look like, and they've done such a great job with it. But yeah, I did self-study with Talk to Me in Korean books. But I was just a little bit stuck. You know what I mean? Like, I was hitting a wall. I didn't know what I was doing. So in 2020 December, I went on Italki and found a Korean teacher. So I started taking lessons with Jenn. She, I love her. I love her so much. She's awesome. So I'll link her profile down below, as well as the other two teachers that I'll be talking about today. So I started taking lessons with Jenn, and she's just really personable. I enjoyed her classes. I felt like I was learning a lot, and I began to really look forward to those classes. And from then on, I started taking the class like once a week. And in March of this year, she was just like, yeah, I'm going to go visit my family in South Korea for the summer. And I'm like, why are you leaving me? Why are you so selfish? But like, yeah, just kidding. Of course, I was like, yeah, sure, of course. Like, when are you going to get back? And she was like, September, October-ish. And if you want, we can still do lessons then. And I'm like, of course. And I thought to myself, oh, well, in the meanwhile, I'll just find someone else to take lessons with. That didn't happen. Between March and August, which we are now in, I didn't find a teacher. And I unfortunately didn't make any progress, let alone remember what we like went over and the stuff that she taught me. So I'm trying to like get back the stuff that I forgot and try to like make a little bit of progress before she gets back. And so that's why I started taking lessons again, and I took lessons with two different teachers. So I took two classes with Sue H. Lee, whose profile is linked below, as well as one lesson that you will see here, and then I took another lesson later with Yujin. So I did take some really sketchy, great videos of all three of those classes. I'll show you what those look like, and then I'll come back and let you know why I still don't have a Korean teacher. And also give you some like tips about using Italki and finding a teacher of your own, whether you're speaking or whether you want to learn Korean or anything else. All right. See you in a minute.
A theory is this, like the machines. Okay. So
I do apologize for the quality of this recording. I just recorded the lesson incorrectly.
car in Korean 어떻게 말해요?
차.
Great. 차. 차 있어요?
아니요. 차 없어요.
아니요. 차가 없어요. 좋아요. 그러면 자전거가 있어요? 3장 있어요. 수건이 3장. Great. 좋아요. 잘했어요. So like this. 자루, 켤레, 대, 장 있어요. Yeah. And for your information, paper towel, 종이 수건 아니에요. Paper towel, the like thing from a bathroom.
네.
Paper towel, 종이 수건 아니에요. We don't say 종이 수건, we just say paper towel. paper towel, 네. Nobody says 종이 수건.
네. 공기 상자 안에 있어요.
있어요? And then outside?
네. 공기 상자 밖에 있어요.
And then finally, next beside.
공기 상자 옆에 있어요.
좋아요. Like 브리아 가방, 브리아의 가방, same thing. 의 can be omitted. 근데 but 저의 의 you cannot omit, right? Instead you can shorten. 어떻게 줄여요? How? 저의. 저의를 줄이면? 대 맞아요.
컴퓨터 옆에 공책이 있어요.
Perfect. 컴퓨터 옆에 공책이 있어요.
아니요.
네.
저는 뒤에 거울이 있어요.
저는 아니고 possession marker. my back. The 거울 is in my back.
네.
저의 뒤에.
네.
배 뒤에.
what's the other?
not 명 is for human.
네.
베개 한 개.
네.
개 is general.
네. So 베개 한 개.
베개가 한 개.
베개가 한 개.
있어요.
네.
그렇죠? 다시 한번 읽어보세요. Try reading. 자, 침대 위에 뭐가 있어요?
침대 위에 베개가 한 개 있어요.
Perfect. 침대 위에 베개가 한 개 있어요.
네, 보여요. 네, 잠깐만요. 네. 네. 저는 기분이 좋아요. 작다, 작다. 커보기가 있어요. 네. 네. So 내일 오전에 숙제 숙제를 할 거예요. So the main reason why I don't have a Korean teacher yet is that I had chosen to study with Sue H. Lee. I chose to do Sue H. Lee's classes, which is why there are 2 videos of her class, because I had done 2 and thought, oh, she's gonna be great. I think this is gonna work. I'll just choose Sue H. Lee. I'm done. Don't have to look for any more teachers. Bah. So then after those 2 lessons, I went to go pick a 3rd lesson and realized from then on, all of her times that she had available were during my work time. I work from like 8 to 5-ish, Monday through Friday, and all of her availabilities were during that time. She didn't have any time available on the weekends, let alone after work, because I would have even done that, even though I would have been like tired. But I was like, it's not gonna work, because I wanted someone I could meet with every week. That's disappointment. And so I just, went and found someone else. And that's when I found Yujin. Now, after that initial video that you just saw of that class with Yujin, I was on the fence. Yujin is nice. I think that she's personable, but I find that I don't love her teaching style. A lot of the teachers that I've they use like a book, and you have pictures and they have assignments, and the way the book is set up, it's geared. They do use really great books that help you make progress. I don't know how else to say that, but Yujin doesn't use a book. She's like using Google Slides, and like they're like prompts, and she's like asking questions about certain prompts and like typing in your answer. And to me, it wasn't what I felt that I needed or wanted out of the class. But I said, it's just one class. So let me just, take another one to see, just see if it's gonna change. But it didn't. It got worse. The second lesson with her was just really numbing, and it made me wish I had just taken 30 minutes. This is the face of a new camera owner realizing her battery's about to die, instead of taking an hour. So it just wasn't great. I just didn't feel like I was learning anything. When I looked back at the video, it was just quiet. Like I wasn't talking enough. I had to edit the heck out of that video of that lesson, because there was like 30, 40 minutes, I swear, of just like me not saying a word. So yeah, I just was like, that's not gonna work either. Her lessons are like $25 because she's a professional teacher, which brings me to my 2 main tips. If you're looking for a structured class with someone who has certification, who knows how to structure a class, who has experience, go ahead and go with a professional teacher. They're going to give you what you need as maybe a beginner in that language. If you're intermediate advanced and you just want someone to help you, have conversations and be able to answer questions, go ahead and go with a community teacher, because they're going to be cheaper. But, there is a difference there. Community tutors tend to have, you know, less of the certifications, but they can still be really helpful if you don't have anyone to talk to. You need someone to like talk to in that language. Second tip, go ahead and get 30-minute classes. If you're running out of trials, I know Italki provides maybe like 2 or 3 trials that are at a discounted rate. Then go ahead and do 30 minutes. Because if you're trying on a new teacher for the first time and it sucks, it's better to have 30 minutes of suckage than an hour of suckage. An hour goes by really slow when stuff is just not going well. Okay? But yeah, I'll talk about this more mention if it changes. As far as like taking Italki or not taking any Italki classes. But as of now, I'm just going to continue to do self-study. All right, so my camera did die, unfortunately. But what I was saying is that I think that I am going to just continue doing self-study for the meanwhile. And I think I'm just going to pick up classes with Jenn once she gets back, because I just don't feel like having to go through looking for more teachers. I'm kind of busy trying to find out where I'm going next season. And just with everything else, I just don't have time to do it. So yeah. But anyway, I do have a camera that I'm using for the first time, so I apologize for any like blurry video. I feel like some of the segments were kind of blurry, but I've never owned a camera before, so this is my first time trying to figure out how the heck it works, and it's just not as simple as turning on a phone and like hitting record. So I'm just like fiddling with it a little bit, but yeah. Super excited, got a new camera. I'm currently rocking the Canon EOS M50. I like it so far, and yeah, we'll see what happens with that. It'll get better, but it's just kind of slow going right now. But yeah, I thank you guys for watching. I will be doing more videos about my Korean lessons and Korean dramas in general. I think I might do a segment about like Korean dramas or something like that. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. But alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.